Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to TWR. My name is Tavian, and this is my world of reptiles, and I hope you are all doing awesome and taking care of yourselves. I apologize, it's been lacking in videos lately. I have had a bit of a cold, and it would have just been me hacking all over the video, so I just haven't been really trying to do any videos with me talking, just because too much talking has caused me to cough, but I'm a little bit better now, so I am wanting to do this video because I'm just beyond excited to share a new member to the TWR family. It is an absolutely stunning creature, and I am super stoked. My boss did reach out to the people, to us staff of the store, asking if any of us would be interested in this animal and its enclosure. And when I saw what it was, I was absolutely like, yep, I want it off the bat. I was like, there's no doubt about it. I want this amazing animal, and so I wanted to just put this video up to share this with you. So it's not gonna be a super long one, just because I'm not really prepared to be doing all this filming, but I'm just too excited to not share this one. So this is gonna be a little bit of a rough video, but I'm super stoked. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and show you this amazing creature that is now going to be a part of our TWR family, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let me get this camera turned around. Oh, ho, ho, ho. There she is, you guys. Oh my god. She's absolutely amazing. This is a pied, I was told she is a pied spiny tail iguana. Now, I'm just absolutely I'm just in love. I'm in love. Like, she's absolutely stunning. Like, this camera cannot possibly pick it up. She's a little bit on the dehydrated side. She did just take a poop. So, but otherwise, she is a great girl. I mean, she's really great tempered. She's really sweet. She's definitely still going to take some time getting used to me. She was definitely more used to her previous owner. But she does let me touch her. She has opened up her mouth a little bit. And it looked like she wanted to bite, but she hasn't bit. But I'm sure this is because she's in the new space. She's only been here literally like 2 days. But so like, yeah, I'm not doing too much of pushing myself on her. I'm just like spending time sitting with her. But oh my gosh, so spiny tail iguanas, they're an amazing species. They're a protected species. They are definitely a species that requires really hot temperatures because they're native to Central America and Mexico, and they get really in the really hot areas of those areas, and so they really like really hot temperatures. And they are veggie eaters, which is awesome. I mean, when they're babies, they eat protein, but as they get older, they shift to more eating veggies. They do still eat a little bit of protein, but they should be mostly eating veggies by the time they are adults, which is awesome. Which is kind of a lot like bearded dragons in that sense. They do the same thing where they eat protein a lot as babies and then shift to mostly a veggie diet. So but yeah, I am so excited to have this girl. Apparently she is full grown, and she is in this enclosure here. It is about 4 feet long and a little over 2 feet deep and a little over 2 feet tall. So it is just like a screen enclosure, just like with a base or whatever, and it's got these two pieces of wood down here that can lift up or whatever. It's also got this weird plastic thing on it. Apparently, she enjoys like being on it, which it's feeling this. It's a good solid hot spot, so I could totally understand why she would. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. Does she really enjoy the slippery slide of that? But anyway, I mean, I put when I got her, I put in a few extra pieces of wood. This might be a little bit excessive. I'm not sure if she'll use as much climbing things because they are a little bit more on the terrestrial side. They tend to be on the ground. They're not huge climbers. They do a lot of digging, and so I will probably think about doing a new type of upgrade to an enclosure so that I can provide that space for digging. But this is what she's in right now. And I mean, it's working. It's taking good quality. It's held up. It does really good. And it's got these two lights. It has this heat light and then like a coil um UVB bulb. I'm going to change those out. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not a fan about the coil bulb. I don't think those are gonna be providing enough UVB that this girl is gonna need. So I'm gonna have to get a strip light to provide some UVB, and maybe an Arcadia bulb, because those are really great when it comes to UVB. I was also maybe thinking about getting one of those like solar sun UVB and slash heat bulbs, just to provide extra. But we will see, to add provide heat and as well as UVB. So those are some things I'm probably gonna do here really soon, just to make sure that she is getting what she's needing. And I just have this tub of water in here, which, gosh, I wish I would have had my camera out, because she was like full face into that water earlier to this morning, and had me really cracking up laughing. It was really cute. And then she climbed out and went about her business. But yeah, so this is her, and I have decided to actually name her something. I'm recycling a name. I did have a snake a while back. It was a corn snake, and her name was Cruella, and she was also black and white. And I went over so many different names of that what I wanted to think about, and that one just kept coming up in my brain, especially with the newest Cruella movie. And so I can't let it go, and I think it's gonna stick. I don't think I'm going to change it to anything unless something else pops up, and I'm just like, yes, that's it, that's the one right there. But right now, that's Cruella. So as of now, her name is Cruella. Subject to change, but probably won't. But yeah, is she not the most beautiful thing? The black on her is so deep and rich. It's absolutely stunning. I think she's close to going into some shade, because it's a little bit like tanned out her spotting, but apparently once they do like actually are freshly shed, that's just gonna be like really, really, really white. So I'm excited to see that, if that happens. And that was with the pied. But when I look up, you know, other types of spiny tailed iguanas, they kind of also sometimes look like this and are not pied. So I don't know. They said it was pied, and I can assume that they know what they were talking about when they got this animal. But yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited to have this animal. I am not at all prepared. I am just like all over the place mentally, but I am also super excited and cannot contain this information anymore. I can't hold this in. I needed to share this like ASAP. So, like I said, rough video, not much, not editing really at all. I wanted to I mean, look at her. Look at her. She's absolutely beautiful. She's like my own little dinosaur, and she's sweet, and she's already tamed down, and it's just going to be a matter of her realizing that I too am a safe giant human being. Like, I'm able to reach in and touch stuff and move stuff around without her running off. Like, I could reach over right here, and she's not going to do anything more than look around. She's a little bit, you're like, hey, what you doing? Like, I'm watching you, I see you, but I'm not going to push myself on her. And I definitely want her to grow and to trust me in a more natural fashion. Just let her and her just get used to my presence, letting her know that I'm not here to hurt her. And I, just doing things like that, like reaching in and touching things when I put in her food, when I go in to clean her poop. Those are things like me reaching in, and me not interacting with her, like trying to touch her, is going to build a trust with her and let her know that I'm a safe person. And so when she feels comfortable, she maybe wants to engage with me, she can. Or if I do, want to reach in, maybe she will let me touch her without too much, without too much opening of her mouth and gapping. I have found that touching her early first thing in the morning, like the last couple of mornings, when she's first waking up, when I first turn the lights on, she's all sleepy. I'll touch her back a little bit, and she'll look, but she won't do much because she's still kind of waking up, and so that's kind of a way that I'm just slowly getting her used to, like, just my hand suddenly touching your body, and that's okay, and I'm not hurting you. So yeah, I'm excited to grow with this girl. I'm excited to have her as a part of this channel, and I'm going to have so much more to share about her and actually where she comes from, more about what her care and all of that. This is not that video. This is just that I'm excited to share this video, and I can't contain it anymore. So this is Cruella, the spiny tail iguana, and I'm absolutely in love. And you know, they're not. Oh, they're not like the green iguanas either. No, they're not massive species. You know, they stay reasonably sized. You know, they do still need a reasonably sized enclosure. You know, this could probably even be bigger, especially because, like I said, they do like to dig, and so you want to be able to have something that can provide that as well. It doesn't need to be anything super tall because they are more terrestrial species. So it just makes them. If you want to ever get an iguana that was in a green iguana that was more manageable and, like, you know, a little less advanced, this is the species to get. You know, and they're becoming a little bit more common in the hobby. They're definitely they're because they're protected now in the wild. There's a lot of them in the hobby because there's a lot more people breeding them, and so you know you can find them. But it's just really important to find a reputable breeder to get them from. And you know there's some that can be found that are wild caught from the Florida area. But you know then you know you come with the wild caught animals. They come with their own perils, so you always want to be careful with that. But they're out there. You can absolutely find these creatures. I mean, they're not super expensive either. You know, it's just you. I'm not gonna go into anything. I'm just super excited to have it. But and I will talk more about all the other stuff in a different video when I talk more about the actual species themselves. But she is just so stunning, and I could just literally look at her all day long. And I've gotten to watch her eat. And during those times, of course, my phone was dead, so I ordained her dead, so I couldn't really record anything. But I'll be a bit more on it with my phone, so that the next time I actually do a video on this species, I can get some footage of like her moving around and her doing her behaviors and watching her eat and climbing around on things, because she does move around on this. Like I haven't seen her up there on that area, but I've seen her kind of climb over there, and I've seen her hang out right about here, and just kind of come down and sploosh there on the ground, just literally splay her body out right there on that like hot spot. So, but yeah, I'm excited. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. And I could go on saying that for another 30 minutes, but I won't. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Like I said, it's not gonna be anything special. Just I'm so excited to share it, and I'm just gonna post this as is, straight up. So you all take care. You love yourselves, love your loved ones, love your reptiles, and you all keep spreading those herbs.